Christian Horner stresses the importance of Sergio Perez regaining form, as Red Bull faces growing competition from Ferrari and McLaren. Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, has admitted the necessity for Sergio Perez to get back to his peak performance due to increasing threats from Ferrari and McLaren. Red Bull requires both cars up their scoring points because we cannot dismiss the threat of Ferrari and McLaren, Horner stated. Perez experienced a challenging Monaco GP weekend, qualifying 16th due to traffic issues in Q1, followed by a significant first-lap crash involving Kevin Magnussen. This came after a tough race in Imola where he qualified 11th and finished 8th. Charles Leclerc's victory in Monaco reduced Max Verstappen's championship lead to 31 points, while Perez fell to 5th in the Drivers' Championship, trailing both Ferrari drivers and McLaren's Lando Norris. Red Bull's lead over Ferrari in the Constructors Championship has also shrunk to 24 points after 8 rounds of the 24-race season. Horner reflected on Perez's Monaco performance, describing it as pretty brutal, and emphasized the need for Perez to score points consistently. Checo's first 6 races were very strong. He was qualifying on the front row and finishing 2nd and 3rd, and scoring very well. We just need to get him back into that position of confidence and not see a dip. Perez's contract with Red Bull is up for renewal at the end of the year. While he is expected to remain for at least another season, a continued slump in performance could affect his prospects. Horner indicated that Perez's recent results have not altered the timeline for a contract decision, stating, "We'll make a decision in the fullness of time." The tightening competition for Red Bull's F1 dominance and the impact of Leclerc's Monaco win on the rest of the season were discussed on the latest Sky Sports F1 podcast. The last 3 races, Miami, Norris, McLaren, Imola, Verstappen, Red Bull, and Monaco, Leclerc, Ferrari, were won by 3 different teams, a first since September 2021. Red Bull had dominated 26 of the previous 28 races before this streak. Former F1 race strategist Bernie Collins noted on the podcast, 8 races in, it's a much closer battle than we've had. Red Bull genuinely lost Monaco, and in the last 2 races before that, McLaren have been right there with them, with McLaren winning 1 and Red Bull winning 1. It is going to be a much tighter fight. Collins emphasized the advantage Ferrari holds with 2 drivers consistently performing well and scoring points. Those types of things will stand them in good stead for the rest of the year, and that's where Red Bull really need to start questioning things a little bit, she said, acknowledging that while Red Bull's car is still the fastest on most tracks, recent issues have emerged. The RB20 struggled with Monaco's bumps and curbs, and showed signs of vulnerability in Miami and Imola. Collins pointed out small signs that Red Bull are not as comfortable as they were with their new car concept, which initially won 4 of the first 5 races and seemed poised to dominate both championships. Concerns have arisen over correlation issues and upgrades not working as expected, signaling potential challenges ahead. If Ferrari and McLaren continue to improve, Red Bull could face significant competition moving forward.